Hi, everyone. I'm Paula Harvey of Tejon Ranch Conservancy, and this is the 7th exercise and the last exercise in our series of drawing practices to help you become better at drawing as part of nature journaling. All right, so we're going to start with our drawing exercise 7. This is just one of 7 different warm-ups and drills. You can use all of them to practice to warm up before you do a serious drawing, or you can choose one that is going to help you with a skill that you need a little more practice in. But just like any other thing that you want to get good at, the more you practice, the better you get. This last practice is gesture drawing. We're going to again be looking at that skull we've been looking at, and this time we're going to be seeing lots more detail. We're going to do a little practice. Grabbing a piece of paper, right now I want you to draw one circle with one clean line, right now. Now that you've drawn your circle, is it perfect? Probably not. Your circle's probably lopsided or uneven. Drawing a circle is nearly impossible to do. But there's an easier way to do it, and so we're going to practice that. Lightly and loosely, I want you to draw a circle. It's okay if it's lopsided. Just draw a light, loose circle. And now, without erasing anything, I want you to draw over it and this time correct some of those imperfections with continued light lines. Now, in this case, as you're drawing over it, really take your time and look at where maybe it's a little flat and make it a little rounder, or maybe it's too round and make it a little shorter, but make those imperfections a little better. And as you keep drawing, I want you to do this 5, 6, 7, 8 times, going over that same circle, drawing lightly, but the more you go over it and make those corrections, the more firmly you're going to start pressing down as your lines get more accurate. Your brain is going to naturally go to where it's supposed to be right. And as it does, that's when you can start pressing a little harder to keep those lines the way you want it. And watch as a almost perfect circle starts emerging from your page. Take a look at this. Look at this first drawing and notice, see, it's pretty pointed over here. That's the first one. Now make some corrections in that drawing. Lightly, very, very lightly. And keep going until finally you've got an almost perfect circle. Keeping it light, it's going to let your brain sort out what's correct and what's not. And that's what you want to do. You're really training your brain to see what it needs to see, to make those corrections. Now, you want to use the same technique of going over lines over and over again until you get them right with any object that you're drawing. So again, let's take a look at this gesture drawing and notice all the different lines there are. And most of them are extremely light. Only the dark ones were drawn at the very end. And those were the lines that were correct. Those were drawn over the other lines. So in gesture drawing, it's not one single line like it was in a blind contour drawing. In this case, you're making constant corrections. Look at all of the lines that this artist did not use, and not a single one ever needs to be erased. Your eye immediately knows what is correct, and that's what your eye is looking at. That's what you're going to practice on with gesture drawing. Again, use that same object that you were using before for the contour drawings and use that and make a gesture drawing, and notice how much better that drawing gets as you go over those lines repeatedly until you get them right. And that's gesture drawing. And that's the last lesson in your series of practice warm-ups. Keep practicing them, do them over and over. Remember, just a little sketch pad or a piece of paper while you're watching TV or something, you can do these exercises until you get super good at them. And then once you do, you can't lose those techniques. When you're out in the field, you'll be drawing something, you'll automatically use those. And as you're using them, you're going to be amazed at how much more skill you have at drawing the things that you are actually seeing. And that's our goal, is that when you're drawing a sketch or a diagram, you're doing an accurate job and you are relaying what you're actually observing into that drawing. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. I hope you've enjoyed all of them. Keep drawing, and we'll see you later. Thanks for joining me, and bye for now.